Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California.
I think those faster.
Home to the Aztecs
I
of
think
San
those.
Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a
I think those passengers might be in trouble then if you're driving.
What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season.
We missed
As
you.
we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the winners of 6 straight, the San Diego State Aztecs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer.
That's okay. Wait, what?
Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the game.
Oh, no, that's okay.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
That penalty. Back 10 yards, will replay the down. The Aztecs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Gets it out quickly. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd down, going up top. On target to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after that completion. Back to the air one more time. He finds his man. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
On the ground, it's Rich. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They go to the ground. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Turns it on in midfield. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He wants to pass it on second down. It's caught. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Aztecs look to do some damage in the red zone. On the option. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some...
Touchdown Aztecs! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, how many years did Florida State and Miami come down to the last second, and we had another notable matchup today? Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Rich. At the 35, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Maldonado.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Tackle is made after the first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. You run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The first down for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The back goes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Now the pitch. On the move is the 30. Oh, look out. The 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop?
Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Looking down the middle. And that pass intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dances away from the heat. Fires to the tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They're trying to get to it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give to the back. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Aztecs will go for it on 4th down. This is a designed run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of 4th down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Looking left. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
And the Aztecs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Discards a man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game, because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spin it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that went nowhere fast. And first down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch him being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll go right back to the run. At the 45, on his way. All kinds of running room. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, San Diego State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A top 25 flash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll pull it down, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Getting some heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll toss it to the left. Touchdown Aztecs! And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Texas Tech, 14.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
On the comeback. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Dorsett. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Got his man in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Smashes ahead.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, San Diego State. And a stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
San Diego State, 49, Texas Tech.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Red Raiders are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to... And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll let one go down the right side. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive lead.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Feeling some heat. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good with 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
He'll set up to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the ready. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Flips it out in the flat. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmys and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been enough.